Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie, and it's mystery whiskey time. Our Patreons are so nice, so today we get to taste 2 mystery whiskeys, and it came with a note, so I'm going to read it real quick.
Ooh.
Cheers, Phil and Julie. The 2 samples have at least one thing in common, and that's all I'm going to say for now. After you've made your guesses, reveal the cork to see if you can tell anything from that. You can either throw it in your cork collection, if you even have one. We don't. Or let Norman destroy it. He will. Hope you enjoy.
Jim from Minnesota. Thank you, Jim from Minnesota. It's like an escape room.
Oh, I like it.
Except so much more fun because it's whiskey.
We're gonna try to guess, but we don't really have to be right. It's just kind of have fun and see what we come up with.
Thankfully, we don't have to be right. If we did, it would be trouble. Let's check out the nose. Glass number, what do we call this? 1?
Yeah, sure.
Super good glass 1.
Caramels.
Green apple.
Ooh, green apple.
Yeah, like a caramel apple, but a green apple. If you're ready for it, I'm gonna tell you what I always say whenever we taste a mystery whiskey. It smells like rye.
Oh, I need to taste it for the rye note.
It smells bright though. Wow, that's lovely.
Ooh. I actually like the nose on glass 2.
Let's check that out.
It actually smells a little bit more earthy.
Glass 2's hurting my eyes.
Oh,
Like the ethanol.
That's not good.
The ethanol. Wow. Okay,
I am getting a lot of earthy tones to the nose on this one.
Are you really?
A little grassiness. It's interesting.
I would say grassiness. I'm getting like white wine.
Oh, wow, we are.
And ethanol, like antiseptic. Wow, whatever this is has a little heat to it, I think. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
It actually bothered my eyes. Okay. Glass number 1. Are you ready to check this out?
I am so ready. Thank
right.
you, Jim from Minnesota.
Thank you, Jim. Cheers.
Cheers. There's some good heat on there.
Oh, the way it coats the tongue is the best part so far for me. I'm really liking that.
Nice and caramely. I would say it's almost like a thin caramel, right? Like it just kind of like flows over your tongue.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. That's very nice. I like that description actually. Yeah, caramel apple, green apple. There's no nuttiness here or anything like that. I'm getting a lot of sweetness.
I don't know if I'm gonna go as far as rye spice on it, but there's definitely some like baking spices, but like deeper ones. So I would say maybe that anise flavor or something darker like that.
I would agree. The overarching flavor here though for me is like the white flesh of a green apple. It's sweet and it's very nice. It's just on the cusp of going bitter, which makes me think that it's a pretty well-aged whiskey. The oak influence there is there, but it's not powerful. It's not overly powerful. That's a pretty well-balanced whiskey. It strikes me that it has rye spice to it, but I don't know that it's a rye. It's good. Whatever it is, I'm really enjoying it. So I guess that's tasting note number 1. It's good. I'm a little nervous based on how this one affected me on the nose, but I'm ready to taste glass number 2.
Let's do it.
Cheers again.
Jim, Minnesota. Woo, wow, that's like so different. Ooh.
That's like a lemon party.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna need a minute on this one. This is so funny because I know that Jim said that these have something in common. They taste so different.
It's aggressive, it's flavorful. I'm getting a ton of that white wine note.
Like a hint of leather on this one.
Usually
like
it's pretty easy to tell between like brown leather and black patent leather or something like that.
I'm thinking like a tan leather.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, rawhide.
Oh.
Oh, now you want in on it?
Oh, here it comes. Hold on.
All right, come on through.
He's like, Jim from Minnesota sent us something? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm checking in.
Give me a bit. This one's actually really interesting to me.
It's getting the sides of my tongue. It's like...
It feels warm.
Attacking.
This one feels way warmer than glass 1.
Yeah, this one is at sort of the upper limit of what my palate will recognize, I feel like.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little soapy on the nose now, just a little bit.
I'm getting some nice oak on that one. There's just like a baby hint of like some cherry in there.
Yeah.
But I'm getting just like a ton of that leather.
It's all over the place. It wants to run all over my tongue. It is thin, but it is coating and it doesn't let go. There's a finish here that hangs around. I think that I've seen enough of glass number 2.
I just want to say one more comment to glass number 2. Everything about this is spicier. So like the leather, I'm getting maybe like a little bit of white pepper or something, like some little do you think white pepper?
Maybe.
A little peppery nose to it. Gosh, that heat, it is like, it is pretty
There's
warm.
a ton. There's so much
Packs
there
a
happening.
bit of a punch.
It's a wallop. If you
Ooh,
will.
yeah, a wallop.
Yeah. You know, some of these whiskeys, they come up to you and they want to shake your hand, and then some of them come up and just
Slap you in the face.
oh,
They're just so different. So Jim,
I like this one so much better now.
yeah. So Jim from Minnesota said there's something in common about these. I would say that the proof is not what's in common, because this one compared to this one, I mean, the proof seems just
Yeah, it's
like 20 points higher
yeah,
than
you
this
seem like
one.
you're bouncing up like 25 to 30%.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting though, for the high proof on this one seems to coat better. Glass 1. That's interesting. There is like a flavor note that I get in common from both of these.
Oh.
A little bit of that white grape, which is weird because I usually associate that with wheaters, but these are not wheaters.
Definitely not. And I just got a little grape note on my glass 1.
Where else do we get grape? We get like grape jelly on Buffalo Trace sometimes. There's no way this is Buffalo Trace.
I always go back to like proof, distillery, age. These are just so different. Like to me, like a distiller usually has like a distinct calling card.
Yeah.
And maybe you're getting it more than I'm getting it, but I'm not having anything that like has these two in common,
Yeah.
which almost makes me think like somehow the age or something
Something
is
like
the
that.
similarity, but it feels like that's not gonna be right.
You know what? Glass number 1 is reminding me of one bottle we have on the shelf. A little bit, not a lot. It's reminding me of Redwood Empire Lost Monarch,
Oh, interesting.
which is a boo rye. You know, I've got rye spice here, but it's sort of bourbonish, but it's not. I can't nail
I don't
down what
hate that.
direction this one's going. And glass number 2, this is going to sound crazy, but 1776 barrel proof rye, the James E. Pepper barrel proof rye, has that lemon zest sort of note going on. Both of those have different things in them. So 1776 has I believe it's just MGP, and then Lost Monarch is a blend of a bunch of different stuff, but that also has MGP. If I had to guess, that's where I would go, but yeah.
So do you think maybe they're both MGP? Like maybe that's the thing they have in common?
Maybe. I have no idea though. I've never tasted, I don't think, either one of these or anything like these. These are pretty outlandish. Jim from Minnesota. What is this?
Thanks, Jim from Minnesota. This is fun.
Yeah, thank you. But what is this? I think it's time for us to check out the cork. It looks like a planet. What do you think?
It looks like an eye.
Oh, there is a distillery in Iowa called Cat's Eye Distilling.
Oh, cat, like for Norman.
And they make something called like Obtainium or Unobtainium or something. It's like 140 proof.
I'm unobtainium able to figure out what this is.
I don't know if that's the Cat's Eye logo. I could be completely off, but maybe. Let's find out. We're ready. We're ready. Page 2 of Jim from Minnesota's letter to us, which is, God, we keep saying it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We love a mystery. Like, this is so fun.
What you have been sampling are 2 different expressions of whiskey from Cat's Eye Distillery. One is a 14-year single barrel called Obtainium Light Whiskey, sourced from MGP. It comes in just barely under a hazmat class at 139.2 proof. That's gotta be this. It's gotta be this glass. 139.2. It drinks so hot. I was like on fire.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah. The other is an American whiskey, of course, called, we have had this one before, Nassif Family Reserve.
Yeah, we've had that.
Which is a blend of 50% of the 14-year light whiskey from MGP and 50% 3-year 10-month Boo Rye, a blend of 36 rye bourbon and 95 rye distillate aged together in new oak. The blend is bottled at 107 proof.
It's a nice whiskey. Nassif Family Reserve. That's really good.
But we actually don't know if what we think is
Oh, we were just guessing, huh?
Obtainia, and which one is the Nassif. I was guessing this because of proof alone.
Yeah.
But let's find out. He says, simply peel back the black label on each bottle to reveal the whiskey inside. So glass A, label, fun, Nassif Family Reserve. 107 proof.
That tracks. Yeah, that's good whiskey. I like that.
Woo! And glass number 2
Yes.
is, of course, the light whiskey?
Obtainium. There's been a lot of chatter about this bottle, a lot of information out there on the internet, and this is something that we didn't honestly think that we get to try. It's fun to try new things. It's interesting to see what's going on. The sky's kind of the limit. Everybody's experimenting and we're finding some awesome flavors. So this is a really interesting comparison. Cat's Eye Distillery, I'm pretty excited about what they're up to.
Big thank you to Jim from Minnesota. This was super fun.
Well, let us know, have you had Cat's Eye Distillery's products? What do you think of them? Check us out on Instagram at The Bourbon Van. Join us on Patreon for all of our outdoor videos and other shenanigans. And from wherever we are
to wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Jim.
That's lovely.
So different.